And the theory behind signing Saquon Barkley for the Eagles this offseason was they wanted somebody who could turn what was blocked for 5, 6, 7, 8 yards into explosive plays. And you saw 2 70+ yard touchdown runs from Saquon Barkley last night. He's got 5 runs this season of 50 yards or more. He is absolutely doing that. But I have also been just so impressed with Saquon Barkley on a carry by carry basis. Like, he's making guys miss in the hole and picking up those sort of hidden 3 yards after contact. Sometimes you see him turn the corner on the sideline and just sort of steal 5 yards. He's been unbelievable, better than I think anybody could have reasonably expected. I mean, right now he's on pace to break Eric Dickerson's single-season rushing record. He's been absolutely insane, over 300 yards from scrimmage last night. I do think that he belongs in the MVP conversation, because a game like last night, they didn't have Devontae Smith. And so A.J. Brown is like the only relevant guy in the passing game getting targets, had 6 catches for over 100 yards. But the next highest receiver was Jahan Dotson, who had 1 catch for 4 yards. So this offense is not built around its passing game. It's built around running and defense, which is not something that Howie Roseman is usually accustomed to.
Yeah, I want to chime in on that conversation, because I'm all in on Saquon Barkley for MVP right now. Now there's plenty of season left. We'll see how this plays out. But I personally, I just hate how much of the quarterback award this has become. I get it. More times than not, a quarterback should win this, but that doesn't mean they should just automatically go to a quarterback every year. And what Saquon Barkley is doing right now, if Saquon Barkley can't be the front runner for MVP right now, then it'll never be any other position, because he's already set his career high in rushing yards through 11 games. He's already at 1392. That's his career high. And beyond just what the numbers say, which is incredible. Eric Dickerson's, he's on pace for that. I don't know if he'll get there, obviously, but if he can keep this up with the pace he's going, because he's also he's not quite to career high in attempts, but he'll probably be there within a couple games here. So you worry about, longevity. Does the season start to wear on him? We'll see. But if it doesn't, then that's even more reason why he should be the MVP this season, because at the running back position, where you're taking a beating every single week, I guess, unless you're Saquon Barkley, because you're just kind of breaking tackles and getting away from everybody and running free.
You got to be tired after all those long runs, though.
Well, right. But then you take into what I always like to talk about when it comes to the MVP award, which is just how valuable this player is to the team. We were talking about this on this show like a month ago. Like, what would the Eagles be without Saquon Barkley? Now, the defense, to your point, Bo, has turned the corner, and now it's kind of a different conversation on that side of the ball. I think they're more of a complete team. But earlier in the season, before that kind of all started to happen, we were like, man, Barkley is carrying this team right now. So I think even just in terms of value, he's making sort of the intangible case for MVP beyond just what the numbers say.
Yeah, I agree with you. And to me, it's probably like a 3-horse race with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, I guess. But I think he absolutely deserves to be one of the front runners. This Eagles team would not be in good shape without Saquon Barkley. The passing game itself has just been above average, not elite, and certainly not good enough for them to have reeled off 7 straight wins. What's so impressive about Saquon is I think your point about him holding up despite the workload is totally spot on. And you're probably worried as an Eagles fan about what that could mean for January, what that could mean for next season. But the way that he doesn't look any worse for wear right now. And he has been both like sustaining for the offense. He's what helps them move the chains on like a drive-by-drive basis. And he's their best ticket to an explosive play. Like, it's not just sort of a ground and pound all volume. I mean, he's averaging 6.2 yards per carry. That's the second most for any running back this decade, with at least 200 carries. So like, it's efficiency, it's explosiveness, it's everything. He is absolutely the key to the Eagles offense. I think, I mean, if you ask guys in the building, they are blown away that he's been this good.
Well, also, when you look at the total touchdowns, he has 10, but you look at his quarterback, he's got 11 rushing touchdowns. Saquon has to kind of take a back seat, to those goal line carries, which I hope voters, when it comes down to it, understand that, because what Saquon has set this offense up for, God knows how many touchdowns, total touchdowns this season, that he has to kind of take a back seat. I loved his answer, Bo, to this last week where they're like, are you up? I'll paraphrase it. Were you upset that, you don't get those goal line carries? He's like, look, if I want those touchdowns, I just need to score before we get to that point. I mean, it's the absolute right answer there. And to see the duo of them in the post game, it looks like there's no animosity. It's things are coming up all Eagles right now, and that offense, that defense is rolling. Really, just the Eagles are a freight train right now.
We all silly like the mayor.